Hello everyone, welcome to our educational video and our today's topic is IUPAC nomenclature of carboxylic acid and their derivatives. So let us begin with some types of carboxylic acids and their derivatives. So we can understand by using this table. Here we have six types and we are going to study these six types how we can name by using IUPAC rules of those particular carboxylic compounds. Okay, so the first and very basic type is carboxylic acid. So the general formula for carboxylic acid is CnH2n C double bond OH, and the structure is RC double bond OOH, means the basic functional group is C double bond OH is for carboxylic acid. While naming such a carboxylic acid, we use a suffix as alkanoic acid, prefix as carboxyalkane, and if there is cyclic ring, there is no other name for carboxylic acid and also for alkyl substituent. Okay. Then second type is acyl halides. Here we have acyl halide. Acyl halide means this OH carboxylic acid having functional group C double bond OH. So in that particular carboxylic acid, if this OH is replaced by particular halogen, halogens means there are four halogens present in periodic table, that is chlorine, bromine, iodine and fluorine. Okay, so this OH is replaced by halogen, then that particular group will become acyl halide. Okay, COX. X is for halogen. So general formula for acyl halide will become CnH2n COX and the structure will become RC double bond OX. So this particular acyl halides will have suffix as alkanoyl halide, prefix as halide alkanoyl, no other name for cyclic ring, and if this acyl halide is present on a ring, then the name will be for suffix and prefix will be same and no for alkyl substituent. Then if we move towards the third one, that is anhydrides. So anhydrides have basic functional group C double bond O C double bond O, that is COOCO, and this particular carbons will be attached to another many carbon rings. Okay, so the general formula will become CnH2n C double bond O CO CnH2n. So suffix for anhydrides will be alkanoic anhydride. There is no prefix used for anhydrides. If this particular anhydride functional group is present on cyclic ring, then we named it as alkane dioic anhydride, and if this functional group is present on a ring, then the name will be same as per the cyclic ring. Okay, move towards the fourth one, that is esters. So here also same, the hydrogen of only hydrogen of this carboxylic acid is replaced by another alkane chain. Okay, so it becomes esters. C double bond O is the basic functional group of esters. So the general formula for esters will become CnH2n COOCmH2m plus 2, and the basic structure will be RC double bond OR dash. So suffix we use for esters are alkyl alkanoate, and prefix we use, there are two prefix mainly, alkoxy carbonyl or carbonyl alkoxy. So we can use any one of them. If on cyclic ring the ester group is present, then we named it as lactones, and if on a ring this particular COO group is present, then we named it as cycloalkane carboxylate. And if there is alkyl substituent present, then just put up alkyl name before the parent alkane. Okay, then moving towards the fifth type, that is amides. So this is also simple. In carboxylic acid we have functional group COOH, and that particular OH is replaced by nitrogen and nitrogen ring or nitrogen chain. Okay, so the group becomes C double bond ON. So this gives you amides. So general formula for amides is CnH2n CONR2. Okay, and the basic structure is R C double bond O N R R dash and R double dash. So this R dash and R double dash will be number of carbon chain is connected here. Okay, so if amide group is present in particular chain, then suffix we used as alkane amide or a prefix we used carbamyl, right, carbamol. And if in cyclic structure that amide group is connected, then we named it as lactams. And if on a ring that particular amide is connected, then we name that as cycloalkane carbamide. And if there is alkyl substituent, then we use N-alkyl before the parent alkane. Okay, this is for amides. And the last we have nitriles. So nitriles is not a particular carboxylic acid derivative, but here carbon and nitrogen triple bond is present. There is no oxygen in particular this structure. Nitriles means C triple bond N. So the basic structure is R C triple bond N, and general formula is CN H2N CN. Okay, so suffix we use for nitriles is alkanitrile or alkanonitrile, and prefix we used as a cyno. Okay, and if this particular C triple bond N nitrile group is present on a ring or present on a cyclic ring, then same we use suffix and prefix. Okay, there is no other particular name. So we will understand all these particular 6 types by having some examples. Okay, so starting with carboxylic acid. For naming the simplest carboxylic acid, if you see the common name of simplest carboxylic acid is first one formic acid. Here only one carbon is present, so it is named as formic acid. In acetic acid, here acetic acid have 2 carbons, so it is named as acetic acid. So but in formic acid only one carbon is present, so we use parent alkane as methane, right? And as carboxylic acid group is present, so we named it as methanoic acid. Okay, in second structure, in acidic acid we have 2 carbons, so for 2 carbons we use parent as ethane, so it will become ethanoic acid, right? Similarly here there are 5 carbon are present in this ring, and one at first position we have carboxylic acid group, that is C double bond OH, so it will be named as pentanoic acid, right? So I hope you must understand this simply. So we will go into brief rules for naming carboxylic acid. So the first rule says assign number 1 to carboxy carbon and number longest chain including it, right? So if you have the number of carbon in particular longest chain presented, then have a number 1 to the always to the carboxylic acid carbon. Carboxy carbon will have always number 1, because if any other functional group is also present in that particular carbon chain, then always give preference to the carboxy carbon. Okay, so numbering is starting from carboxy carbon 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and also 7, means and so on. Okay, then second rule says that replace ANE ending with alkane with OIC acid. Okay, so parent alkane will end as ANE, and we are going to replace that ANE by OIC acid, because OIC acid is the suffix of carboxylic acid, that is oic acid. And if there are 2 carboxylic acid group present, then we named it as dioic acid. So have a third rule. Third rule says number and name any other substituent. If any other substituent is present, then named it also. Then fourth is always give priority to the carboxylic acid functional group rather than other functional group. Okay. Fifth says if there is cyclic ring and attached to the carboxylic acid group, then named it as cycloalkane carboxylic acid. Okay. So it may be pentane carboxylic acid, cyclohexane carboxylic acid and so on. And if there is aromatic ring present and connected to the carboxylic acid group, then we named it as benzoic acid and benzoic acid derivatives. Okay. Now look at the first structure here. we are having 7 carbons in this particular structure. So for 7 carbon we use parent as heptane, right? But at the 6th position there is double bond, right? 6th and 7th carbon having double bond. So double bond presenting by ene, right? Alkene. So this heptane becomes heptene, and as there is carboxylic acid group present at first carbon, so we use oic acid as a suffix. So heptenoic acid will be the parent alkane, but the position of double bond is 6, so it will become 6-heptenoic acid. And if you see here, there is one substituent, that is methyl group is present here. So the position of this particular methyl group is 5th. So the name for this particular structure is 5-methyl 6-heptenoic acid, right? Then moving toward the second one, here we are having 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? 5 carbons are present here, and we have started the numbering from COOH group. So for this 5 carbon, the parent alkane becomes pentane, and there is carboxylic acid group, so it becomes pentanoic acid. So the position of this carboxylic acid is first, so this becomes pentanoic acid. Now moving towards the functional group, there are 2 functional groups present here. Here this is oxo group, and here this is methyl group. So position of methyl group is 3-methyl, and position of oxo group is 4-oxo. So the name for this particular structure becomes 3-methyl 4-oxo pentanoic acid. Now moving towards the third structure, this is cyclic ring, and if you count the carbon, there are 5 carbon in this particular cyclic ring. So this becomes cyclopentane, alkane becomes cyclopentane. Now how you numbered, from where you start the numbering of these particular carbons? So here there are carboxylic acid group and bromo group is present, so that particular carbon will have number 1. Then number 2 will goes to chlorine, then 3, 4 and 5, right? So by this way we can number all these particular 5 carbons in that cyclopentane. Now there is carboxylic acid connected to the first position, so it becomes cyclopentane carboxylic acid. And we have 2 functional group, that is chloro and bromo. And if we go to the alphabetical order, bromo will come first and chloro will second. So the 1 bromo, 2 chloro, cyclopentane carboxylic acid will be the name of this structure. Okay. Then fourth and last, here it is aromatic ring. Aromatic ring is named as benzoic acid, right? So in this particular benzoic acid, we have carboxylic acid group, that is COOH, will have first position. Then OH means alcohol group have second position. Then 3, 4, 5 and lastly 6. Okay. So carboxylic acid will have first position, and hydroxy, that is alcohol group, have second position. So the name of this structure becomes 2-hydroxy benzoic acid. Okay, so I hope you must understand how we named carboxylic acid by using IUPAC rules. Now moving towards the second, that is acyl halide. Acyl halide, we are having here halides, that is XR, fluoro, chloro, bromo or ido. So let us understand by this table. The very first acyl halide is here CH3, CH2, C double bond, O, Cl. So here there are 3 carbons present in this particular ring, and we named the first carbon as a CO. Okay. So for 3 carbons the parent alkane becomes propane, and suffix we used as oil and halide. Halide is our chlorine. So it becomes oil chloride, means propanoyl chloride will be the name of first structure. Okay. The acid component is propanoic acid. So propanoyl and halide is chlorine, so it becomes propanoyl chloride. Now moving towards the second one, here we have 4 carbons, that means the acid component will become butanoic acid. But here we have acyl halide group, that is COBr, means oil bromide will become suffix, right? And we have one substituent, that is methyl group, at third position. So the name becomes 3-methyl butanoyl bromide. Okay. Now have the third structure. Here we have two carbonyl group and two acyl halides, right, at sixth position also and at first position also. Okay, two acyl halide group, and the halogen is chloride. So for two same functional group we use di. So this will become dioyl dichloride. And if we count the carbons are 6. So the parent alkane becomes hexane dioyl chloride. So the root chain is C6 and this gives hexane. For two carbonyl groups we use dioyl, and for two chlorides we use dichloride, and numbering is not necessary because the functional groups are always be the end of this root chain and both are same, so numbering is not necessary here. And finally we got name as hexane dioyl dichloride. And also there is another common name for this particular structure is adopyl chloride. Now look at the fourth structure. We have one acyl halide group and one halogen only, that is bromo. So bromo will become the substituent and acyl halide will become the functional group. So and here we have 5 carbons, so it is parent alkane will become pentane, and the suffix of acyl halide will give oil chloride. Since chlorine group is there, so it will become oil chloride. So the name is pentanoyl chloride, and there is one functional group, that is bromo, so name will become bromopentanoyl chloride. So the root chain is C5 and the name will become pent, and for acyl halide group has higher priority than alkyl halide, so it will become bromopentanoyl chloride. So I hope you must understand the acyl halides. Now let us have anhydrides. Acid anhydrides are organic chemical compounds whose structure has a general formula as R1 C double bond O CO C double bond O R2, right? Means the basic functional group is COOCO, whereas R1 and R2 are usually presented carbon chains. So let us have some common examples. First here we have ethanoic propanoic anhydride. So how it becomes ethanoic and propanoic anhydride? Here just count the carbon of either both sides of the oxygen. Okay, this oxygen is having middle position, and just count the carbon, how many carbons are presented. In left side there are 1, 2 and 3 carbons, and in right side 1 and 2 carbons are present. So for 2 carbons the name becomes ethanoic, and for this 3 carbons the name becomes propanoic, and lastly anhydride. So likewise we are going to name the anhydrides. Okay, now here in second structure, if you count the carbons of both sides, yes, look here, in for left side we are having 2 carbons, and in right side we are also again having 2 carbons. So for same number of carbon present in either side of this oxygen, it will becomes ethanoic anhydride, or we can also call it as acidic anhydride. Okay, then in third structure, here there is aromatic benzene ring connected to the cyclopentane ring, whereas anhydride group is connected. Okay, so this is named as phthalic anhydride. And if you say look at the fourth structure, that is succinic anhydride. Since there are 4 carbon in ring, 4 carbons are presented in ring, so it becomes succinic anhydride. So I hope you must understand anhydrides. Now moving towards the esters. So ester will have suffix OAD as they have group COCO, right? COO will have ester group. Look at this particular structure. CO, C double bond O, CH, and this C having 3 hydrogens attached, that is CH3 group, means methyl group. Okay, so when naming the ester, look for the C double bond O from the acid part. Just look the C double bond O from acid part and look the bond that will be break. Which bond will break? This particular, that CO bond will be break. And this CO bond is break. After breaking this CO bond, you will get two parts. The first part is ester, which is comes from acid, and the second part of this ester, which is come from alcohol, right? So if you left this alcohol, you will get this particular methanoic acid. Means acid and alcohol are connected to each other for giving ester, and this particular ester will named as methyl methanoate. Since there are only one carbon present in either side of the oxygen, it becomes methyl methanoate. Okay, so let us have some common examples. If you see this one, first one, it is ethyl propanoate. Since the carbon, if you count the carbon of either sides of this particular oxygen, this is 1 2, means 2 carbon are present in at the right side, and at the left side 1 2 and 3 carbons are presented. So for 2 carbon the name is ethyl, and for 3 carbon the name is propane, and for ester group the suffix is oate, so it becomes ethyl propanoate. Okay, if you see the second structure here, if you count the carbon of either side of oxygen, in right side there are 3 carbons, 1 2 and 3, and left side there is only 1 carbon present, so it becomes propyl methanoate. Propyl for 3 carbons and meth for 1 carbon, so it becomes propyl methanoate. If you go to the third structure and just count the carbons, here in right side only 1 carbon is present, and in left side there are 4 carbons are present, right? So for 4 carbons we named as butane, and for 1 carbon we named as methyl. So methyl butanoate. Then fourth one, if you count the carbon of the either side of oxygen, here in right side there are 3 carbons present, and in left side there are 2 carbons present, so it becomes propyl ethanoate. Okay, so remember the suffix we use for ester, that is oate. So I hope you must understand the ester. Then let us have amides. For naming amides, if you see here, if carboxylic acid or acetic acid is present here, and just replace this OH by NH2, and that will become acetamide, acetic acid. IC acid is replaced by amide. Okay, so it becomes acetamide. And if it is butyric acid or butanoic acid, then if you replace this OH by NH2 and RIC acid will by amide, so it becomes butyramide or butanamide. Okay, then if there is benzoic acid present, then just replace this OH by NH2, it becomes benzamide. So very simple. For naming for amides is quite simple. If you see the some another examples here, the first one, that is butanamide. Just count the carbon, that the 4 carbons are present in this particular ring. The numbering is starting from CO carbon, so it becomes butanamide. Remember, the numbering is only for carbon, not for another elements. Okay, then second is N-ethyl 2-butenamide. Why it is butenamide? Because here in second position we are having double bond, so it becomes butenamide. And for there is one another ring present in this attached to this particular nitrogen, that is CH2CH3, means ethyl, so we write it as prefix N-ethyl 2-butenamide. Okay, then moving towards the third structure, here there are 2 groups connected to the nitrogen, that is CH3CH3, means methyl methyl, so for that we write prefix as NN dimethyl, and here at the left side there are 3 carbon present, so it becomes propane, and for this particular C double bond ON it becomes amide, so the name becomes NN dimethyl propanamide. Now having let's have last structure. Here we have one benzene ring, and at this benzene ring there is amide group present, and there is one substituent, that is chloro group is also there. So if you number this particular ring, and numbering it starting from amide carbon, that is here 1, and 2 3 chlorine is at third position, 4 5 6. Okay, so the name becomes 3-chlorobenzaamide. Okay, so this is for amides. And then let us have last one, that is nitriles. So here nitriles is also very simple. Just replace this OOH by C triple bond N. So it becomes, the acetic acid becomes acetonitrile, butyric acid becomes butyronitrile or butanitrile, benzoic acid becomes benzonitrile. Okay, so let us have some examples. First one, the simplest nitrile group is here, C2H5 is ethyl and CN is for cyanide. So it becomes ethyl cyanide in common name, or propionitrile is also a common name for this one. But in IUPAC we named it as propane nitrile. Then second one, here we are having 3 carbon, but at second position we are also having a double bond. Okay, so in IUPAC's name we named it as propane prop to in for double bond, and double bond is at second position, so prop to in nitrile. And in common name we named it as vinyl cyanide or acryl nitrile. Then have third structure. Here we are having 3 carbon in longest continuous chain, and there is one substituent at second position, that is methyl group. So we named it as 2-methyl propane nitrile. But in common name it is called as isopropyl cyanide or isobutyl nitrile. Okay. Then let us have the last structure, that is, here one aromatic ring is present, and either side of this aromatic ring there is one cyano group and there is one methyl group. So cyano group is our main functional group and methyl is substituent. So for this IUPAC name says para-toluene nitrile and common name says tolyl cyanide or para-toluenitrile. Okay, so I hope you must understand this particular nitriles and all other types of carboxylic acid derivatives. So we will stop here. For another IUPAC nomenclatures we will meet in next video. Till then, thank you and bye bye.